Morning world, welcome to 9th of September. Back on the build first thing this morning, but we're on the granny flat extension with the barn builder. Tim's come to give us a hand with a little job that he has a tool for that Dave doesn't. So, bit of mix and match today.
A few attempts at a healthy gun.
Yes, a couple. Hey, what, sorry?
Any sponsorship? A little bit of kick.
Right, I had to leave Tim to it because Torch is poking his head out when you got to go. You might have been 3 bolts short.
Oh, what?
They was in my pocket.
Ah.
I ain't coming off there now. What one? I'll land it with you with the nut on because we won't drop it then. I'd say I met you another cup of coffee, but you've only just had one.
Yeah. I'm going to do that.
Yeah, we wouldn't want to overdo it.
Someone might complain.
It's not actually on. And Pickle's already sussed out that it's not on. But Pepper won't go near it, so keeping one of them out helps. So we are getting some rain. It's nothing much to talk about, nothing to write home about, but I haven't cut my lawn for 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks, because it's been too dry. That's all looking brown out there. A bit of rain will hopefully green stuff up and maybe kickstart off the rape. But it's not enough. If it's going to rain, it actually needs to rain. This is just drizzle. Right, that's the guy's toast doing. While that's cooking away, I'd like to say a couple of quick thank yous if I may. We've had some comments recently about the number of unwrapping and packaging and gifts and stuff that we've been receiving, and not everybody enjoys the unwrapping of bars of chocolate stuff, so we're going to try and cut that down a bit. I hear you, I understand. So, but if somebody sends us something of note, like Trevor Harvey has, Trevor messaged me the other day on Instagram and asked if he could send my mother some flowers. I said, of course he can. And he has sent her, I've left them in the bag now just to keep them. He has sent her a lovely bouquet of roses and lilies, which I'm going to take in to her this morning. We also had a message also on Instagram from another chap called Alex, or Alex the CNC man on Instagram, and he made me this. So I think that's fantastic. Aluminium coaster with Farmer PTV in it. Brilliant. Obviously he didn't forget Mrs. P because he did buy her some Maltesers as well. So, but anyhow, Alex and Trevor, there's the toast. Thank you very much indeed, fellas. Really, really appreciate that. Right, butter up. Right, today the guys are getting some of my sister's marmalade that she dropped off the other day. So, yeah, they're being properly spoilt today. She does make good marmalade. Mind you, she had a good teacher. My mother. Whoa, marmalade. If you've never had marmalade, you don't know what you're missing. Okay. Let's go and feed the poor half-starved creatures, shall we? Toast! It's a slightly smaller loaf, that one, so I thought 3 slices rather than 2. Right, I'm going to do my toast. I'll see you in a minute. Bye. Well, someone sent me in. Oh my god. That's cool. It's good, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. And that's off Instagram, not YouTube, that one. Although we did the YouTube logo, so. Yeah. Brilliant.
One with Builder P on it.
Builder P? No, don't give me any ideas. Because I'll end up with all sorts of P's on it. So, twat P, knob P, dick P, whatever. Take 2. So this morning, we knew the weather wasn't very brilliant, so we'd arranged for Martin to deliver 3 loads of wood chip to Bristol for a root protection area for a building scheme. All pre-arranged, rang the site agent this morning, or foreman on site, said it was coming, told him what time it was coming. Yeah, that's okay, not a problem. Load Martin up, he drives all the way down to Bristol to get there to find, no, actually they're pouring concrete all day today, so we can't deliver it. So we had to bring it all the way home. Then I rang another client to say we got a load on, we can deliver it to him. No, he can't do it either today because he's on a conference call all day, so he couldn't do it. So Martin's tipped it off, put the truck away. Trying to find something for Martin to do on a Friday by himself has been a bit of a task, so he's just been having a tidy up in the yard. Anyhow, now, second client today, Rabbit said, actually I finished my conference call, so if you want, you can come and deliver that chip. So hence take 2. Now I'm going to go and load it up again. These things are sent to try us.
How's your day been? Good to see your face. How you doing? Tell me your story. I just wanna have a conversation. I just wanna make a friend or two. I'm not trying to change your mind. All I'm trying to do is be nice. 'Cause life's already hard enough, and you don't gotta act so tough all the time. Be nice, 'cause we all gotta deal with stuff, and everybody needs a hug sometimes. Be nice. Be nice. We're all sharing this great big world, so let's take care of everybody. I just wanna have a conversation. I just wanna make a friend or two.
Okay, third time lucky. Well, it's rained a bit, we've had a bit of sun, had a bit of wind, a bit of everything today, but not much farming stuff going on today though, you will have noticed. In fact, the last week or so, not a lot of farming stuff going on. That's partially deliberate. We knew the build for the barn and the house was going to be happening second half of the year, which is why I tried to get as much as I could done first half of the year. That's not to say there's not farming stuff coming up, because there will be. There is plenty to do. But right now, as you may have noticed, I've been kind of concentrating a bit on getting these two developments done. So we're just still waiting on concrete panels for the barn. So we will be returning to the barn build once the rest of the materials turn up. I don't know if we're going to manage doing all the Yorkshire boarding this year. We're going to have to sort of see what the cost of that's going to be. Because everything has got a lot more expensive, I think we'll be lucky to get both projects completed. And being as my mother-in-law takes priority, it's going to be the house side first. So it will all get done, and we have to get the one barn up to a certain standard, because if I want to put stock in there, then I need things like water tanks, gates, some sort of handling system in there. Yeah, there's still more to do. But anyway, that's not today. So I've left the builders. They're happily starting on the gable end of the house, and Dave's just chucking in all the roof timbers, making sure everything's all firm and set and not going to move anywhere. He says he's never used so many bolts in all his life. Everything's being bolted together. So I think so far we've put 184 bolts in the roof timbers of the house. So basically all joists are fixed. Somebody commented the other day about using screws on some of it and the shear strength of screws. Well, the screws aren't going to have any real problems because it's being bolted. So many 130mm bolts. Okay, right now I'm off to Yates Shopping Centre. They've SOS'd me. In fact, they SOS'd me yesterday and I forgot. They put a wasp nest in one of the buildings there, so I'm going to go over and dust that for them. I've got a couple of tree jobs to look at, so that's kind of my next couple of hours. Got to go and earn a shilling. Right, well that's my wasp nest dusted, both my tree jobs looked at, a pair of very, very pleasant, lovely old ladies who had concerns regarding their trees, which we've now allayed those fears. I mean, a lot of the work they've asked for doesn't actually really need doing. I think they're going to probably carry on and do it anyway, but I have said, no, this is cosmetic, it's not anything that's urgent. I think one of them had been convinced that her tree was unsafe by somebody perhaps knocking on her door. Absolutely nothing wrong with the tree, cut a few little dead branches, 10 minutes work. But yeah, they're never going to do any harm. So now it's time to go home. It's 5 to 5 in the evening, Friday, excuse me. Yeah, go and find something else to do. Get rid of my indigestion, that'd be first thing.